Lawns. You know them. You've seen them. They're everywhere. In front of houses. And other places. I feel like I can't talk with this mustache. Specifically... Bro. Nobody knows how fucking dumb lawns are. Lawn culture needs to die. I can't fucking stand it. I'm so sick of it. I am so sick of everybody acting like having a lawn is normal and like it's cool and like it's good and wow, look at us. It's ooh, ooh, look at my lawn. Ooh, look at lawn. So good. It's the best lawn. Ugh. Okay, let's talk about the history of lawns, okay? Yuval Noah Harari wrote in his book Homo Deus, quote, "The idea of nurturing a lawn at the entrance to private residences was born in the castles of French and English aristocrats in the late Middle Ages." Think about back in the day, right? If you owned land, you were probably using it to farm like vegetables or house livestock. The idea of just having land and doing nothing with it, what a flex. You just have resources and you're willingly wasting them. Oh my god, the social standing on this one. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this. Don't look. It was basically just like underscoring their wealth. Oh yes, these are my beautiful flower beds. This is my garden. And that patch of grass right there, that's where the boys and I play cornhole. Yeah. Me and the boys, we lay on our stomachs in this patch of grass, and we kick our feet like schoolgirls and talk about our dreams. You think I need this patch of land to farm? Please, I play cornhole. Now we come to this guy, Frederick Law Olmsted. So he received a commission to design one of the first suburban neighborhoods in America right after the Civil War. This was in Riverside, right outside of Chicago in 1868. He had this vision. He was like, what if we just made it look like these people lived in a park? You know what I mean? Like every house would get maybe a tree or two, and then everybody would maintain this beautifully manicured and groomed lawn. He wanted this neighborhood to be like the direct antithesis to the high wall neighborhoods of England. He thought that these lawns could symbolize like openness and transparency and community. Yes, we need community. You and me, we're not so different. We have lawn and we take care of lawn. Yes, this lawn unites us. Frank J. Scott in 1870, he took this idea and he ran with it, and he published this book called Suburban Home Embellishment, The Art of Beautifying Suburban Home Grounds. This was like the Bible of lawn propaganda. This guy pissed me off. So he wrote dumb shit like, let your lawn be your home's velvet robe, and your flowers it's not too promiscuous decoration. What the fuck? But by that logic, I want to whore my lawn out. I want to have so many fucking flowers. I want all the birds and the bees. Maybe that's why. Maybe this guy was just a virgin afraid of sex, so he didn't want any birds and bees coming to the lawn. Like, seriously, what the fuck? Whore out the lawns. What the hell? I want it to be like a red light district for the birds and the bees and the pollinators. He especially dwelled on like what taking care of your lawn meant for the neighborhood and for your relationship with your neighbors. He wrote, "The beauty obtained by throwing front grounds open together is that of excellent quality which enriches all those who take part in this exchange and makes no man poorer." In 1989, in the article Why Mow? The Case Against Lawns, my intellectual celebrity crush Michael Pollen wrote, "France has its formal geometric gardens, England its picturesque parks, and America this unbounded democratic river of manicured lawns along which we array our houses." He cooked. There's something like democratic about it. They took this symbol of like wealth and privilege that you would and luxury that you would find at these English manors, and they basically democratized it. This mustache is overstimulating me so bad. We found respect for men with mustaches. I'm just kidding. I always respected you. Call me. Please. I mean, that must just be such a feeling, though, to be like a middle-aged white man, you know, mowing your lawn, and then you see your next-door neighbor also mowing his lawn. There's this moment of solidarity between the two of you. Look at us. Just a couple of middle-aged white men exerting control over this piece of land, mowing and edging and fertilizing, and both taking part in the Sisyphean ritual. You know, I wasn't so sure about you, but when I saw you spend hours of your personal time and hundreds of dollars of your expendable income on maintaining an eerily homogeneous monoculture of Kentucky bluegrass in front of your house, inflicting biochemical warfare upon organisms just for the sake of keeping up a reputation, I knew. You and me, we're gonna get along just fine. Just two guys being dudes, running an authoritarian regime in the front of their house. Because out there, we have no control. Out there, it is total entropy. Our son plays Fortnite for 14 hours a day, and our wives haven't talked to us since 2022. But when it comes to the lawn, we are God. I get it. Okay, now I kind of want to mow the lawn. Michael Pollen also wrote this fucking banger. "Time as we know it does not exist in the lawn, since grass never dies or is allowed to flower and set seed. Lawns are nature purged of sex and death. No wonder Americans like them so much." Michael Pollen. Stop flirting. Also, you know what it is? It is the direct opposite of John Green's metaphor from The Fault in Our Stars. Do you remember how he was like, you take the cigarette, you put it in between your lips, and you don't give it the power to do the killing? Okay, we're doing that, but we have this beautiful piece of land that could hold so much life, that could grow so much food, and we take it and we don't give it the power to do what it is meant to do, which is to, you know, harbor all of these life forms and to be a home to insects and all these different grasses and wildflowers and weeds or whatever. We just indulge in this overconsumption of resources to keep it shiny and green and simple and short. It's so ugly. It is so monotonous. It is so pointless and stupid. A 2020 CNN report by Matthew Ponsford states that 2% of U.S. land, or 49,000 square miles, which is roughly the size of ancient Greece, consists of residential lawn. They require more irrigation than any agricultural crop grown in the country. And for what? For what? To play cornhole? Shut up. Well, actually, I love having barbecues on my lawn. You're a fucking loser. I'm sorry. I also love barbecues, but they piss me. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off right now. Don't piss me off. Do I look like I want to be pissed off? Don't, okay? You're on thin ice with mommy right now, okay? I feel like it's a way for us to just convince others that we're doing well, that like we have it together. You could be going through the nastiest divorce, but if your lawn looks good, you're chill. I've heard my parents talk some mad shit about our neighbors because they don't keep up with their lawn. Lawn talk is a real thing. If you didn't grow up in the suburbs, it's crazy. When my dad learned how to cut the lawn into like a diamond pattern, it was like a really big moment for him. We should let middle-aged white men have a hobby outside of lawn care. When the Great Gatsby is planning for Daisy to come to one of his parties, he has his Nick's lawn mowed because he's like, bro, you're making me look bad. Your lawn looks like you date girls past the age of 25. I can't be having that around Daisy. Okay, so you may be like, well, what's all the hubbubaloo about? Like, if people want to fucking mow their lawn and waste their time, then let them waste their time. No, I won't let them waste their time. Americans use around 800 million gallons of gasoline each year in equipment like weed whackers, lawn mowers, leaf blowers, just to keep their lawns green and well manicured. Is that really a good use of 800 million gallons of gasoline? Also, gas-powered lawn mowers, they make up to 5% of total air pollution in the United States. I'm sorry. And then once you get that nicely shaped, ooh, you have to fertilize it. Approximately 3 million tons of nitrogen-based fertilizers are used a year. 4 or 5 tons of carbon are added to the atmosphere for every ton of nitrogen created to make this fertilizer. I'm sorry. The lawn cannot even hold this amount of nitrogen. It turns the excess into nitrous oxide, which is a greenhouse gas capable of 300 times the heat-trapping ability of CO2. You cannot be serious. Like, we cannot be serious. A study by the EPA found that 40 to 60% of nitrogen ends up in surface and groundwater, and extreme weather and excessive rainfall caused by climate change in the coming years could also exacerbate this runoff, and then pollute rivers and other waterways and turn them into dead zones because of toxic algae. Sounds like a bargain. When the first colonists got over here, they did not find any pasture grasses like the ones they had overseas, right? All the grasses that they did find were annuals, so once the animals had worked their way through them, they were like, wait a minute. They're not growing back. So then their animals started to starve, and then they were like, hey, can we get some pasture grasses to be brought over? So American settlers in the 17th century, they requested grass and clover seeds. They also ended up getting more than they bargained for, and they got dandelions. Yeah, that's right. Dandelions. Dandelions are colonizers too, okay? By 1672, 22 species of European weeds had taken up residence around Massachusetts Bay. Yachi machi. Basically, the grass in your front lawn is not native to America. It's from Eurasia. Yeah. That's how you trigger Republicans. You tell them that Kentucky bluegrass is from Eurasia. This grass is used to cooler climates, so of course when you plant this shit in California, you're gonna have to use a fuck-ass ton of water. And it's of no use to the bugs and the other organisms here. It's not native. What the fuck are they to do with this? Like, how is that fair? How is that fair? You come here, you take this land where the bugs fucking live, and you put this one food that they can't fucking eat. It's not even a food for them. Oh my god, and you nourish this beautiful green, this luscious lawn. Oh my god, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Great, you did it. I'm pissed off. What the fuck? It is an environmental liability to maintain this monoculture of Kentucky bluegrass. And it's fucking ugly. It is ugly. When are we gonna realize that everything plays a role? Like, what the fuck? Do you think bugs are here for no fucking reason? No. Bugs have a purpose. So do all the other weeds and shit. So it just makes no sense. We are just, like, swimming upstream, and not in a cool way, not like we're salmon. It is just an unbelievably selfish and pointless pursuit for the American dream. Guys, the American dream is dead. We need to accept that the American dream is dead, and we need to accept that, therefore, the idea of a lawn and maintaining a front lawn, that should also be dead. I don't want to see anybody out there with their lawnmower I'm gonna take it personally. I'm so sick of it. The American dream can become like living in harmony with nature. It doesn't have to be this like this ritual of punishing the earth for not looking like how you want it to look. Like, this makes no fucking sense. Okay, so what can you do? Moving for like, what can you do? What can you do? Sorry. I just wanted to pose. I wanted to feel special. You can replace lawns with native plants. That can have a profound environmental impact. In a good way, in a cool way. Native plants are also just adapted to the local climate, so you won't have to spend as much water. You won't have to use as much water to keep them alive. They also provide a habitat for wildlife, and they support the local ecosystem. Like, what is not to love? Also, it looks beautiful. Look at these lawns. Look at these lawns. They're not even lawns. Look at these beautiful... Oh my god. You're kidding me. Why would you want this over this? Are you dumb? Are you stupid? I want to grab both my shoulders and shake, baby. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Yo, rest in peace, Elvis Presley. You would have loved Arctic Monkeys. Seriously, if half of American lawns were replaced with native plants, we could create a 20 million acre national park, which is 9 times larger than Yellowstone. Imagine that. Imagine the harmony. Imagine the utopia. It would support pollinators, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and enhance local ecosystem resilience. Like, there is nothing not to love about this, except for the fucking HOA. Fuck, I guess I gotta address the fucking pseudo-government in the room named the fucking Homeowners Association. Yeah, okay, the peer pressure that the HOA puts on people is insane. Like, I understand it to an extent because, like, whatever. It's a cult. It's stupid. It's dumb. What the fuck? The homeowners can have an association, but the bugs can't unionize? Okay. Like, okay, if everybody in the HOA was jumping off a bridge, would you do it too? Probably, because then your house would go up in value. It's just a pseudo-government interested in keeping lawns oppressed, and I'm so sick of it. Also, you could just, like, do little things. Like, let the fucking lawn clippings just decompose in the yard. Like, why? Also, the fact that we bag up leaves and then throw them away. That's insane. That's insane. That's insane. If I get assassinated by Roundup tomorrow... I hope you round up. Please, can you make sure that my body is buried raw, no casket, somewhere in the forest preserve where I always walk? I want to make sure that the bugs eat me. I'm not too scared of death. Recently I have been, but for the most part, I'm more so concerned with what happens to my body, because if my body doesn't go back into the earth, I feel like my whole life was not worth it. Do you know what I mean? I need to go back into the earth. I need it. If you live in a drought-prone area, switch to xeriscaping. I think I pronounced that right. Replace, like, grass with plants that do well in the weather, like succulents. Use rocks and gravel, too. Plant ground covers, like moss and ferns and wildflowers. Start a garden. Like, just leave the lawn to its own devices. Do you know what I mean? Just let it be. It's wild. It should have the right to remain wild. Lawn culture is just so embedded into the American psyche. When you start learning about it, it's fucking crazy. Is this not insane? Is this not insane to you? Am I crazy? Am I going crazy? Don't answer that. I don't think I'll be crazy if you're putting hot after it. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Can you just stop? Can you just maybe accept that you look like an idiot? That you look crazy? It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it? Like, what do I, like... Can I take off my mustache? Oh my god. I hope that you think differently about lawns, and I hope that you maybe had a change of heart. I'll see you guys next week with a vlog. I think nature needs to heal, and I need to vlog again. I kind of miss it. I haven't done like a proper vlog, and oh my god, it's been a while.